The kings of the earth who committed immorality and live luxuriously with her will weep and beat their chests over her when they see the smoke of her burning. The kings of earth now gather at the view. They shared her bed and drank her rotten brew. Now luxury is burning and they knew they stand at distance from the flame, afraid to speak the city's name. They beat their chests in mourning at the sight, the smoke of her ascending through the night. The one she crowned with temporary light now watch the coronation burn. The allies wait their own dark turn. No rescue mission comes from any throne. The kings who loved her leave her all alone. Their grief is not for her but for their own. They lost the patron of their pride, the benefactor who supplied. They watch the smoke arise. Terror is in their eyes. They loved her for her gold. Now all of it is cold. The kings stand far away in fear and dread. They mourn the city where they made their bed. The smoke of Babylon ascends the sky. The politicians watch their patron die. The kings of earth now weep. The promises she made they cannot keep. In 1 hour, the smoke fills every eye. The allies watch their benefactor die. In 1 hour, the luxury is gone. The kings who slept with her now face the dawn. The lobbyists who drank her wine for years, the donors who invested all their fears, now beat their chests and shed their crocodile tears. No legislation saves the whore. No bailout opens up the door. False prophet demiurge, the signal fades. The kings who trusted in the beast's charades now stand and watch the burning colonnades. The broadcast promised endless rain, but smoke is all that will remain. They ask each other, was there no escape? They whisper that the fall rewrites the tap, but not one king steps forward to reshape the city they all call divine. Is burning as they toe the line. They mourn their own committee. The smoke has no pity. The kings stand far away in fear and dread. They mourn the city where they made their bed. The smoke of Babylon ascends the sky. The politicians watch their patron die. In 1 hour, the kings of earth now weep. The promises she made they cannot keep. In 1 hour, the smoke fills every eye. The allies watch their benefactor die. In 1 hour, the luxury is gone. The kings who slept with her now face the dawn. Merchants of the earth will weep and grieve over her, because no one buys their cargo anymore. Cargo of gold and silver, precious stones and pearls, fine linen and purple, and silk and scarlet. The merchants of the earth begin to wail. Their customer is dead beyond the pale. No one is left to purchase or avail. The cargo that they shipped so far is rotting where the dockyards are. The gold that they had mined from broken lands, the silver ripped with undernourished hands, the precious stones extracted by commands of men who never saw the light, now glitter useless in the night. The pearls that divers drown to bring ashore, the fine linen the children wove so poor, the purple dyed with slavery's ancient gore, the silk and scarlet draped on thrones, are nothing now but worthless stones. The cargo has no buyer, the marketplace is fire, the luxury they sold is ash instead of gold. The merchants weep and no one buys their wares, the luxury they traded is in flares, the cargo of the damned is in the flame, no customer will ever speak their name. In 1 hour, the cargo cannot sell, the merchandise of Babylon in hell. In 1 hour, the gold is only dust, the silver and the silk betrayed their trust. In 1 hour, the warehouse is a tomb, the merchants lost their God in the consuming boom. The ivory carved from slaughtered elephant, the costly wood from forests they had rent, the bronze and iron forged in punishment, the marble quarried from the bones of workers crushed beneath the stones. False prophet dim I urge, the marketplace is empty and the broadcast cannot trace. The lack-lies customer has fled the space, the economy of the beast has crumbled at the wedding feast. The stock exchange is silent as the grave, no dividend can buy back what they gave. The precious things they thought would always save are sitting in the burning port, no merchant left to make report. The cargo rots in place, no buyer shows a face, the market has erased. The merchants weep and no one buys their wares, the luxury they traded is in flares. The cargo of the damned is in the flame, no customer will ever speak their name. In 1 hour, the cargo cannot sell, the merchandise of Babylon in hell. In 1 hour, the gold is only dust, the silver and the silk betrayed their trust. In 1 hour, the warehouse is a tomb, the merchants lost their God in the consuming boom. Hard stuff, but cinnamon and spice and incense, perfume and frankincense, wine and olive oil and fine flour and wheat, cattle and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and human lives. The manifest continues down the scroll, the cinnamon that sweetened every soul, the spices from the frankincense that rose in holy air was stolen for the woman's vanity to wear. The wine she drank without a single care, the olive oil the poor had pressed, was poured upon her every guest. The fine flour and the wheat the farmers grew were shipped away to feed the chosen few. The cattle and the sheep she butchered through, the horses and the chariots grand were all collected by command. The cargo list descends to where the horror ends. There is no lower place than the human face. The manifest has one more line to read. The cargo that the merchants would not plead. At the bottom of the inventory scroll are slaves and human lives and human souls. In 1 hour the bodies are revealed, the slaves who work the fields and were concealed. In 1 hour the cargo list is named, the human lives the beast could not have shamed. In 1 hour, at the bottom of the page, the slaves are free and Babylon is rage. The supply chain of misery is burned, the kobold miner and the seamstress burned, the migrant who was paid and nothing earned, the prisoner who worked for free. The bodies in the container at the sea. False prophet dimly urged, the cargo log is burning and the broadcast is a fog. The lifeline cannot hide the human cost catalog. The slaves who built the beast's great wealth are vindicated in the south. The right fruits of the soul's desire are gone, the luxuries the rich had counted on. The things they thought would last beyond the dawn have vanished and will not return. The human souls no longer burn. The cargo list is done, the slaves see the sun. The beast has been outrun. The manifest has one more line to read, the cargo that the merchants would not plead. At the bottom of the inventory scroll are slaves and human lives and human souls. In 1 hour the bodies are revealed, the slaves who work the fields and were concealed. In 1 hour the cargo list is named, the human lives the beast could not have shamed. In 1 hour, at the bottom of the page, the slaves are free and Babylon is rage.
The merchant who grew wealthy from business with her will stand a long way off in fear of her torment, weeping and mourning aloud. Woe, woe for the great city. The merchants who grew wealthy on her shore now stand reach what they had loved before. The torment is too bright to bear. They cannot save her anywhere. They weep and mourn aloud into the smoke. The great city is shattered and is broke. The business of the beast is now a joke. They lost their customer and queen, the richest market ever seen. Not one of them runs forward with a plan. No rescue fund, no restructuring man. They stand and wail like children in the sand. Their grief is honest, raw and bare. They lost a customer, not a prayer. They watch her burn and cry, afraid to come tonight. They love the revenue, now nothing they can do. The merchants stand a long way off in dread. Their customer is burning and is dead. The wealth they built on Babylon's desire is vanishing in the consuming fire. In 1 hour, the wealth is laid to waste. The merchants taste the bitterness they chase. In 1 hour, the finery is ash. The purple and the scarlet are the flash. In 1 hour, the market disappears. The merchants weep the most dishonest tears. She was robed in the finest linen thread. In purple and in scarlet she was wed. To every merchant's lust and every dread. The gold and precious stones and pearls were bought with the oppressed world swirls. False prophet demiurge, the broker dies. The lacklight cannot salvage the supplies. The broadcast marketplace of endless lies is silent and the merchants scream. The business was a dying dream. They mourn the customer they served so well. They mourn the profits that they thought would swell. They do not mourn the city or the hell. They mourn the loss of their own gold. The grief is mercenary and cold. They do not mourn her soul. They mourn the profit toll. The gold has taken all. The merchants stand a long way off in dread. Their customer is burning and is dead. The wealth they built on Babylon's desire is vanishing in the consuming fire. In 1 hour, the wealth is laid to waste. The merchants taste the bitterness they chased. In 1 hour, the finery is ash. The purple and the scarlet are the flash. In 1 hour, the market disappears. The merchants weep the most dishonest tears. Every ship captain and every passenger, every sailor and all who make their living from the sea, stood a long way off and watched the smoke. They threw dust on their heads. Woe, woe for the great city. The sea itself is silent at the sight. The captains who had steered her goods by night now stand stand at distance from the burning light. The sailors and the passengers are witnesses and messengers. They threw the dust of mourning on their heads. The sea that made them rich is full of dreads. The great city that fed their families and their breads is burning on the distant shore. The ships will carry her no more. The men who worked the cargo route for years, the navigators steering through their fears, now join the lamentation with their tears. No container ship will dock at Babylon's destroyed and burning block. The sea has watched her burn. No ship will make return. The dust is on their heads. The great city is dead. The sailors and the captains of the sea stand far away from what they could not flee. They watch the smoke of Babylon ascend and throw the dust of mourning without end. In 1 hour, the sea has watched her die. The captains and the sailors start to cry. In 1 hour, the ships have lost their port. The cargo of the beast is now the cord. In 1 hour, what could be compared to this? The great city is swallowed by the abyss. What city ever stood as tall as she, who ruled the waves and every economy? No vessel sailed without her guarantee. And now the sailors ask the sky, what could compare to what must die? False prophet demiurge, the signal sinks beneath the waves where the sea water drinks. The lacklight drowns and every ship now thinks of all the years they hauled her freight into the city of the hate. The question echoes on the burning air. What could be compared? What city anywhere? The silence answers that there is no pair. She was alone in her great height, and now alone in endless night. What could compare, they cry. The sea gives no reply. The dust falls from the sky. The sailors and the captains of the sea stand far away from what they could not flee. They watch the smoke of Babylon ascend and throw the dust of mourning without end. In 1 hour, the sea has watched her die. The captains and the sailors start to cry. In 1 hour, the ships have lost their port. The cargo of the beast is now the cord. In 1 hour, what could be compared to this? The great city